to you with another video. This video is called Thankful. And I'm so thankful um, that the Lord opened up my eyes to see another day. You know, it's so many things you can give thanks to the Lord for. You know, I bounced back from my heart surgery. I had major heart surgery. Wound up getting two stents in my heart. I only made it because of the Lord. You know, true, the doctors was the one who put the stents in there, but God was working a miracle through the doctor's hands. You know what I mean? So I got to give all the glory and the credit to God, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Him. I got to get thanks to the Lord for blessing me with this awesome job I have. I got to give thanks to the Lord for blessing me with all the women I had in my life. All the women I had in my life was gifts. You know what I'm saying? Even though things didn't work out, they still was gifts. You know what I'm saying? They made me the person I am today. You know what I mean? So, I just gotta say, give thanks to the Lord up in the sky, because without Him, I wouldn't even be doing none of this. I wouldn't have no strength to do nothing. He's the one that's willing me and willing us. So you always got to give thanks. Every time you put your feet on the floor, give thanks. Because, excuse me, a lot of people ain't waking up. You know what I'm saying? Once they go to sleep. Yeah. I had a sister that passed away in her sleep. You know what I'm saying? So, it's it was devastating. It was heartbreaking, but, you never know when you're going to go. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to value and appreciate the life that you live in, and ride it till the wheels fall off. You know what I'm saying? And always give thanks. Make sure you try to eat right out here, work out, uh, do what it takes to make you a healthy version of yourself. Cause I was eating out of control. I was eating a lot of fast food stuff, high cholesterol diet. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't putting no fiber in my diet or none of that, and it gave me a wake up call. You know what I'm saying? I had one of my arteries was 100% blockage, and the other one was 80%. And you know, I don't know how I made it to the hospital, but like the Lord willed me to the hospital. You know, chest was bothering me, but the Lord willed me to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? So you always got to give thanks and praise to our Father up in heaven, because you know what I'm saying, He breathed His breath into our nostrils. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're here today. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever take life for granted. Because I'm a perfect example. I took things for granted. You know what I'm saying? Eating out of control, not working out. Um, took women for granted. You know, um, it ain't worth it for real. Because you could lose a good person taking somebody for granted. So anytime somebody come into your life that's a good person, be thankful. You know, show appreciation. Give thanks. You know what I mean? But I just feel great today. Because like I said, as I got my eyes open today and I'm looking around, I could have been one of them people that didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? But God willed me through. You know, and He'll will you through too. You know what I'm saying? That's why you always got to give Him the glory. Always give Him the glory, no matter what. And I'll always be out here walking by faith, not by sight. Because what you see is temporary. You know what I'm saying? And everything else is faith. You know what I'm saying? Spiritual. So what you see right now is only why you alive. Once we leave this earth, this world, we gonna see all the spiritual things that we didn't see in the physical. So give thanks. You know what I'm saying? Because our God is an awesome God. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm just very grateful and thankful, you know, that I'm still able to up and move around. I got a decent job, got a roof over my head, you know. I got a lot to get thanks for, you know. And you know, we God put us in the positions to be a blessing to people, you know. So, you know, it's a lot of us out here, you know, uh we being selfish with our money, but in the Bible says better to give than receive. So with that being said, be a giver, because you'll get it back 107-fold, more than you giving away. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm about giving. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's knowledge, whether it's this wisdom, whether it's financially, whether it's my time and attention, whether it's a helping hand, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Be thankful. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot to be thankful for. You know? And it's marriages out here that's ain't really standing strong. God gotta be that third strand in your marriage for it to work. And both of y'all gotta be on that same thing. You know what I mean? Without God, it ain't gonna work. So take the time out to pray together, read the word together, even go to church together. But me, like I said, I know I'm blessed, and you are too. You know what I'm saying? That's why you always got to give thanks. But I'm RJVJ, and this video is called Be Thankful. You know what I'm saying? Like, comment, and subscribe. Until the next video. Peace.